we started having issues with our fridge. The ice maker and water maker had stopped basically working. We changed the filter because it was due for a filter change, and it still wasn't working. I got a technician out and he came in and he said, oh, we didn't have a genuine filter, so that's why it didn't work. So I ordered the genuine filter. This is the genuine filter, but it actually came with the whole unit, which I think is good, because when we did put a filter in, it was leaking around this section, so it was like the O-ring and everything had stopped working properly. So I've got to get this part replaced. The filter goes up in this section. I've already taken the 3 screws that hold this part up in place, and there's also a shroud that goes around it as well, just so that I can get this down. I've undone the screws on the filter holder, and right here in the back, see those little red bits? There's little plastic circlips that are holding the hoses in, so I've got to try and get those out. And there, you can see there's not much room. These don't actually pull up any further because of the way they are down the bottom. So I've got to get these circlips out. You can spin them around usually. You can see that white a bit there. There's like a little bit blurry. Yeah, it's not going to focus, too close. But you can see that little white section in there. That's where you can get your screwdriver in, or a fingernail, to get these out. Right, so that's one little clip. I'll see if I can show you what I'm doing with the other one. Spin it around. And then I should be able to just get the edge of my fingernail in this clip. So I'll spin it a little further. There we go. So now to get these hoses out, this part needs to be pushed in, or you're getting a little bit of pressure against the hose, so I'm going to have to put the phone down again, I think. And then these will just slip out, or they should. Hindsight is 2020. I should have left those 2 screws in, because as I was putting pressure on these, it was actually pushing that section down rather than allowing me to get the clip down. This one was particularly stubborn, but I managed to get something around it just to press on it. Here's my new unit with the holder. I'm just going to put that in first. I'm going to put these screws in. The next part is to get this part up, the hoses into here. You then pull, the hoses will bite in this section. You pull on them, it makes them pop out like that, and you stick the retaining clip over it. I'm doing the opposite order when I took them out. Might be able to see that little black line. It's basically where that needs to be into, so. looks good. Clips. 1, 2. Let's pull this back up. Not even sure what you're seeing right now because the camera's backwards. Push and a twist. Now there is another part that goes around this, but I'm going to try and check all this is right first. Bit of air in the line. This is the component that's got to go around it. You know, it's got that little tray is like a drip catch tray, just in case, so you don't get water dripping through your fridge. So I'm going to go and put that on. And in order to do that, I'm going to have to take this out first, because it's got this lip on the outside. And before I do that, I'm going to shut the water off. Let the water off. Twist that. That's one of the reasons why this other component needs to be up here. This just has little grooves that slide in. Little drip tray goes in. Done. So this is now going to catch all that water that's spilled out whenever I'm going to do another filter change. That's all working. It says to do about 5 minutes worth of flushing. So you're just basically flushing water through the system just to kind of charge the filter, flush out any impurities. Next time it comes to changing the filter, I should only need to do this. We've done a couple of filter changes so far, and I think after doing it a few times, the seals inside that part, the seals inside this part, the rubber seals in there, I think they just start to wear out. Because when we pushed the filter in, it was leaking around the filter. This one here is your inlet, and as soon as you push the filter in, water can come into it, and then that's the outlet. The hardest part of this repair is actually getting the hose out of these sections. These are kind of like a shark bite fitting, so when you push the hose in, it goes in as far as it can, and it bites. So you've got to get pressure back onto that in order to get the hose out.